How's it going, guys? We're going to be talking about something a little different today, as you can see on the screen here. Aside from my passion for lesser known indie games, I also unfortunately love League of Legends. And as some of you may feel, or perhaps you feel differently, the recent champion release of Locke has been a massive disappointment for several reasons. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it and see if anyone has some differing opinions and can please make me like this guy because I was excited before we saw him and knew what we know now, and it's just been a massive disappointment. And it's making me sad. I do love the game, but it hurts. So first of all, briefly, I'm not an artist or anything, so I can't say I have a super incredible opinion on art design. But I just how did we get from this looks super cool, right? You can see cool tragic champion setup, maybe something cool. This looks cool. What the fuck is this? Like, what? How did we get here? It looks like they took Nanami from JJK, fucking Vash the Stampede, and fused them together and made them take a little confusing detour through fucking Devil May Cry or something. It just doesn't fit the world at all. Like, he doesn't feel like he belongs in League whatsoever. Um, he just feels weird, like, I don't get it. He doesn't feel like a demon hunter. He just feels like some guy who walked out of a fucking nightclub. Like, I don't understand. And it's crazy because he looks like 2 people that would hunt demons, right? Like, he should. He has the ingredients, but it just got applied in such a way that it just doesn't take me there. Um, but moving forward, what I really care about, the big thing, well, okay, side mention, I also think his kid is pretty uninspired. I'm gonna be honest. It feels just not even bad per se. It just feels boring. Okay, for one, another thing, the constant recent addition of executes, they've been fucking heavy handed with those executes. They're just giving them to everybody. You get one kind of thing. But also, it's just not interesting or fun or unique. Like, he's just a guy. Like, I can think of very few reasons to play Locke over other AP assassins. But moving forward, like I said, to my most important, thing for me, because I love League of Legends lore, his lore sucks. I was reading the biography before, and then I read it again just now, just to re-immerse myself, and it sucks. I'm a big like positivity fellow. Like, I like to look on the bright side. Even when something is maybe technically could be seen as bad, it could be fun. It can be schlocky. It could be interesting in that way. Locke is not. The dialogue in the biography, it reads like an old, Tumblr post or like a fan fiction or something. And even his interaction with Evelyn feels wrong. Like, we've spent so much time with the lore being built up about demons. You kind of see them a certain way. They're like forces of nature in a sense. Like, we know that demons are tied to certain things. They've got kind of rules around them. Um, and they don't interact like people per se. I mean, like, they talk and stuff, but there's you know what I mean? Like, it's they don't do what they do in Locke's story, where Evelyn is talking to him like fucking um holy shit. I'm having a brain freeze moment where the way Catwoman talks to Batman, like in a bad way, mind you, it's not good writing. Uh, and it's just like, and even their small altercation feels so like, look at how cool Locke is, where he just throws out his fucking nails and traps her immediately. Really, Evelyn, who's fairly strong, like, she's not the strongest demon, but she's up there, and it's just this boring like, oh, he throws his fucking nails out and she's done. He pulls the like teleports behind you type shit where he uses his powers built in from his occult raising in the village. Which, by the way, another thing, for one, like, maybe they'll build more into this, but why is he just consorting with Evelyn? Like, what is that about? Why? Like, what? Why is I don't get it. For one, he handled her way easier than seems normal, and then also he just lets her go. He's just like, "Oh, well, cool. You gave me the information I wanted. You get out of here, you fucking little trickster." Like, what is that? What is that? And then, like, what? None of it is fleshed out or makes any sense. And then the farmer that he saved, by the way, he just on a leaving note, he's like, "Yeah, forget about your fucking deceased wife." And I get it, because yeah, you want to let go of your, anguish or whatever, so the demons don't keep coming back. But what the fuck is that? What do you mean? He's casually being like, "Yeah, you better forget about him." And then there's a line about the farmer just knowing he can trust Locke. For one, you could phrase that more like he just saved his life. Maybe that's why he's feeling that way. But it's like, no, he doesn't know why he feels that way. It can't be from looking at him. Okay, Locke looks shady as shit. He looks like like a guy who just walked out of a fucking nightclub, as we mentioned earlier, with possibly ill intentions. Like, look at him. He's got the circle fucking purple glasses, this super low V-neck blue shirt, crazy looking coat, and he's got that thing strapped to his back, like a little coffin thing. Like, what? Just say that you trust him because he saved your life. Like, there's no way, there's no trustworthy vibes here. And also, Locke's personality is weird. He's designed to be like kind of like you would think he'd go in the direction of someone like Rakan. Rakan is pretty lighthearted. He's fun. He's bantery, whatever. But Locke's origin, like, there's nothing that builds him up to be that way. It doesn't make fucking sense. Like, I want to be wrong. Like, I want someone to go down in the comments and tell me why, like, this makes sense as a design. But that just feels like a continuation and a recent tendency of, Riot, where they just throw out champions they think will sell well because they're like this other character, or they fulfill some specific niche, which is fine, except that they've spent so much time building up a world that feels lived in and interesting. And as of recent, they're just throwing it to the fucking wayside. Like, what? Why? Like, I can't think of a good reason for it. Like, is it that maybe they were hoping he'd have some kind of like hot factor and he'd sell a bunch of skins? Like, what? Because the design feels uninteresting, the lore feels uninteresting, and just generally low quality and kind of bad relative to what they put out before, and not even in the fun schlocky way. Sorry, I'm ranting. I'm repeating a couple of notes because this is really frustrating coming out of a company that we've seen create such, you know, incredible stuff. I mean, lore that you just do not see out of MOBAs typically. Um, a lot of other MOBAs suffer from putting lore in and then it being just incredibly lackluster. And League for a while was just doing incredible. I mean, better lore sometimes than actual, RPG titles that are designed to have a really good story, and that's the goal. Um, and it's just squandered. It's confusing. Like, it genuinely. If you were a conspiracy theorist, this is where you'd be coming in and saying fucking aliens dropped down and said you got to cut this shit off, and made them rearrange some things and start designing stuff differently. Like, that's how freakish of a turn this is in quality. I don't know. It's boggling my mind. I'd love to hear some opinions on it. I please tell me I'm wrong. I want to be shown the beauty of Locke and the beauty that the Riot design team can still have. So please just change my mind. Anyways, I'll catch you next time. This is the end of the rant.